there, John Moore here, and I'm a shamanic teacher and practitioner from Maine in the U.S. I live in the northeast of the U.S., and today I'm going to talk to you about shamanic helping spirits and what are helping spirits and how does it relate to shamanism, and when a shaman works with helping spirits, and do you have helping spirits? Do I have helping spirits? So let me get down to it. If you've watched my previous videos about what shamanism is, you know it's composed of three major components to shamanism. That's when we remove all the cultural stuff, like very specific songs, prayers, chants, use of entheogenic plants, things that aren't common among every shamanic culture. There are certain things that are very common. One of those is the use of altered states of consciousness or trance. The other is the travel in non-ordinary reality, and I've done videos about the shamanic worlds, and the next one I do, I believe, will be about non-ordinary reality and talking about what that is. And the third component is that shamans always work with helping spirits. So what are helping spirits, and who has them? So everybody has helping spirits, whether you are a shamanic practitioner or not. Or if you've ever seen a shaman before, you have helping spirits. You might not be aware of them, you might not know who they are, but you have them. And so helping spirits are non-corporeal, meaning spirits that don't have bodies anymore, that have dedicated themselves to helping an individual or a group, could be a tribe or a country or an organization or a relationship, or a learning circle, all kinds of things, right? And helping spirits is a really broad term to describe the spiritual beings that shamans work with. And so they come in a lot of very different priorities. Most shamans work with power animals. Some people use the term spirit animals, and I like to draw a really big distinction between a power animal, a spirit animal, and a totem, and I also have a video about that. But a power animal is a spirit of a very specific animal that someone can work with that brings a certain amount of power or knowledge or healing or what have you. Shamans will also work with other types of helping spirits depending upon the work that they're going to do. And there is this sort of specialization that goes on. So, you might have, we all have ancestral helping spirits. Those are our ancestors, the people who came before us, who have passed on, and some of whom have decided to help us out, to work with us, because they care about their ancestral line. And so we have ancestral helping spirits. You might work with a specific pantheon of gods and goddesses from different pagan worlds. You might have helping spirits who are from the Norse pantheon or Hindu pantheon or Greek pantheon or Egyptian pantheon or what have you. And the interesting thing about that is you don't have to belong to a specific religion, culture, or whatever that seems to be very cross-cultural. I think once you, if you ever walked on Earth and you're deceased, you really don't, or deceased or just in spiritual form, if you weren't a human at some point, you probably, you probably don't really care that much about things like ethnicity and things like that. You just want to work with human beings, which is kind of a nice thought, because shamanism is all about relationship and interconnection. And despite where we were born and who our parents were and who our grandparents were, we're still all interconnected. Yes, we have ancestral connections, and those are really special and specific and tight, but we're also connected to everyone else who is living and who has ever lived and who will ever live. So some helping spirits might be deceased individuals who have crossed over, gone to what we call spirit school. That is a very loose term for a process that human spirits go through after death, where things like trauma and ego and things like that are sort of stripped away or healed in a lot of ways, and come back to help other people. Some people encounter spiritual beings, and sometimes they're, when they first learn how to journey and they're discovering who their helping spirits are, you might have helping spirits that help with specific tasks. So I work with a specific helping spirit for soul retrieval. I work with a different one for divination. I work for very specific types of healing with different helping spirits. So everybody has multiple helping spirits. Most shamanic practitioners work with a slew of them. Power animals are a type of helping spirit, but also other spiritual beings that you might work with in non-ordinary reality or in ordinary reality, because we also pray and chant and do things in ordinary reality to work with helping spirits and bring forth healing or knowledge or wisdom and other great effects. So in a nutshell, that is what helping spirits are, and it is an important one of the three major components of shamanic practice is to learn who your helping spirits are and build relationship with them so that your work with them deepens and deepens and deepens, and it never really ends. You don't ever stop working with them or ever stop learning how to work with them or ever building that relationship. I hope that's helpful. I hope that makes some things clear for you. Please subscribe to my channel. I've got lots and lots of videos regarding shamanism in particular, but lots of other spiritual topics as well. I hope you're happy and healthy, and I will talk to you real soon.